everyone in Cape Town and everybody that's watching at home, and welcome to another fun and informative episode of Open Studio. My name is Saki Silwana and I am your host with the most, and I promise to give you a fun-packed and informative episode today. Now, at Open Studio, we always give you very fun and informative topics today, and today won't be any different. Today we're talking about the youth of South Africa today. And before we get to that, do the talking with your fingers on our social media platforms, which is Facebook, Twitter, and join in the conversation. Now, I'll be not alone in studio today. I'll be joined by a group of fantastic guests who will discuss with me on the topic, the youth of today in South Africa. Welcoming on studio, Nzalama Hobiane. Hello, welcome to Open Studio. And we also have Sipesihle Onesimo Mqulwana. Welcome to Open Studio.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. So, Hobiane, could you tell us more about yourself?
Okay, thank you so much, Sake, for the opportunity, and greetings to all the viewers at home. My name is Nzalama Hobzani. I come from Limpopo, from a small village called Nyabani around Malamlele Township. I'm a UCT final year student in Become Accounting, and what I'm doing on the side, I'm a founder of River Media company. It's a multimedia company that focuses on professional photography, video production, events management, digital marketing, and so forth.
Fantastic stuff. And you?
Oh, okay. Greetings from my side. My name is Sipesihle Onesimo Mqulwana. I am from Umtata in the Eastern Cape. I am a second year student in NAC Accounting at CPUT. And I'm currently a brand ambassador of a new old fragrance company, which is called Eva Perfumes.
Lovely. Now, on the topic today, we're discussing about the youth of South Africa, how we have been historically disadvantaged, and how we are described as the lost generation. Now, we look into that matter, why our youth is so concerned and glued into their phones on social media and lacking ambition. Now we focus on that, and we also look at the other youth in South Africa that's actually creating self-employment at a higher rate than those who came before them. Now this is important to inspire the youth in South Africa that is so-called the lost generation to actually learn from these young entrepreneurs and to do something to achieve greater things in their lives. Now I'll be asking them some few questions on how they started and their views on entrepreneurship and the state of the youth in South Africa, and also the unemployment rate in South Africa. Now, first up with you, Nzalama, would you give us an opinion on the state of the youth in South Africa?
Thank you very much for that question. I'd like to define the youth of today in 3 words. We are social media freaks. Everything revolves around media. We often check us Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everything else. And we just revolved everything. It has become part of our routine, to be on social media every time. So that's how I can define. Yeah.
Yes, and you, Onesimo, your opinion?
Side, I would like to say that we as the youth of South Africa, we are divided into 2 groups. There are those that are positive thinkers, those that are go-getters, vibrant about life, that have that mentality of saying that I might be born poor, but I cannot die poor. I need to make a living for myself. And then there are those that are negative thinkers, that have negative attitude towards life, that they're going to sit around, blame the apartheid era or what happened. They are dependent on the government more than making a way for themselves in life.
Making a way for themselves, which is true. So that's basically it. That's the issue that we're facing in our country. And another issue that we're facing as the youth and as students at universities, the unemployment rate in South Africa, we have 50% of youth that is not that graduates and does not get jobs at the end of the day. Now, on that issue, what would be your comment on that unemployment rate, and what do you think the youth and the government can play in order to counteract that problem?
I think entrepreneurship is the solution to this thing, to this problem we're having today. Entrepreneurship also offers us autonomy to decide on what we want to do in life. So I feel if you want to start, if you have a passion of something, just go do it.
Yes.
Go help research about it, and go flourish. It's very important for you to establish and find out what you need to do in life. And if you have a talent of something, then and you have a passion for it, you can make a living out of it. So entrepreneurship is the way to go. You cannot do anything. You don't want to be involved in you just want to go work. You want to be a salaried employee. You can have income, but doing something that you love and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, well, on my side, I would like to say that entrepreneurship is the solution. We need, as young people, to get up and make a way for ourselves. We need to stop having that mentality of I'm at school, I'm studying, I'm going to get employed at the end of the day, and have that mentality that I'm a young person, I can make a living by studying my own thing. There are many things that you're passionate about. Maybe others do music, poetry. You can make a way out of it. make a living for yourself, not to depend on being employed by a person. You can
Yes.
be the person that will employ other young people.
Yes, so we can actually, as the youth of today, we can actually meet the government halfway and
Halfway
actually
point,
try
yeah.
to combat this unemployment rate in South Africa and not rely on our historical disadvantage. And
Yeah.
there's also the government programs that are given to us. All right. On that note, the government also, we would say, is doing something, but not much in terms of resources and initiatives. We have offices like your NYDA offices, and they're not all over. The locations as well. We have youth in the rural areas, they're not getting access to those resources. So what would be your comment on that? How the government can try to counteract with that, and how the youth as well can play a role in that problem?
Thank you very much for that question. I'd like to say we need more empowerment initiatives. I come from the rural areas, and you find that a lot of people are not really acquainted with what's going on in the environment of business or what they want to do in life. So want the government to reach out even to those areas that if you don't have access to internet. It's been said that approximately 23% of unemployed people in South Africa don't have access to internet. So this is a very big problem. So if we can't reach people through social media, we can just go to them straight, tell them this and this, you can get help via NYD, everything that's connected to youth, you can get help from there.
But also, yeah, which is a good point. But then you get the ones that actually have these resources, that actually have these smartphones, but what they're doing, TGIF, my friend, hashtag OTD, outfit of the day, hashtag I'm so bored today. And these people are the same people that are complaining that I don't have a job. I graduated with this, but I don't have a job, but you're busy taking selfies every day. I mean, you could actually be using social media to create other sources of income for yourself and actually capitalize in your name and do something for yourself. So your comment on those people specifically?
Well, yeah, we have social media which we can use as a platform of making things in our lives. Like, for example, many people advertisers their thing on social media, and what you do on social media, we just go there, like you said, we tweet, oh, this was a great day, I went out to waterfront, this is what happened.
Yes.
Not using it as a platform to gain knowledge on things. And I think the government can also have those visits to those rural areas that do not have people visiting them at times, to
and
give
no
them the
internet
information.
access as well.
Some of them do not have the smartphone, do not have
Yeah.
access, but if the government could make an initiative to go and visit those people in those areas, I think it could make an impact on the youth.
Impact as well.
And to add on what she was saying, I was going through the internet and searching people who are making out of living through social media. I've found that there's a guy called Gareth Pun. He started an Instagram account, and now he's connecting brands across the whole world, and he's making money of it. So it just depends if you want to use a social media platform to
selfie.
entertain yourself, hashtag what, hashtag what, it's Friday. So you just can do that out of to gain business out of it and to improve yourself day by day.
Well, you had them, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're watching at home, I'm sure you're inspired right now. Now, if you're on Twitter and on Facebook, please hashtag Young Money, hashtag Open Studio, hashtag our topic instead of TGIF today, and actually join in the conversation, because this is a topic that is not to be missed. We will see you right after the break, right here on Open Studio. My name is Saki Solana. I'll see you in a bit.
At Cape Town TV, we reach thousands of passionate Cape Townians every day. We offer you affordable, low-cost advertising solutions. All of this at a price that works for you. If you want to increase your sales, improve your brand awareness, or advertise your event, then it's time to look at Cape Town TV. To find out more about advertising on Cape Town TV, please give us a call on 021 448 0448 or email us to sales@capetowntv.org.
Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Open Studio. My name is Saki Silvana, and we are back. Now, if you just joined us, today we're talking about the youth of South Africa, and I'm joined by two wonderful guests who are actually making things out of their lives, and they're also studying at the same time. Now, before the ad break, we actually discussed on what is lacking in our youth today, and also what we, the youth of today, can actually do. So you can join in the conversation, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, join in the conversation, comment. You can follow me on Twitter, Sake_Silwana, and join in the conversation, Open Studio. Remember, this is a topic not to be missed, especially if you're youngsters like us. Now, moving along. We were talking about the ideas that we can actually do to counteract the problem of unemployment in our country. So, what ideas would you bring to the table in order to change this sort of lost generation stereotype that we have of our youth, Nzalama?
Okay, as I said before, we need like more empowerment initiatives. We need like to go out there. Like it's been said, like I've been reading an article recently that's talking about most recent emerging markets like Brazil, Thailand, Nigeria. Like the streets are sprawling with the youth selling something. You understand? So like, but then when you look at South Africa on the other hand, like the streets are empty. People are not doing anything. Everyone is on their social media, checking Facebook, what's trending, what's the hashtag, everything. So you need to go out there. You have a passion of something. If you have a talent, show us what you got. If you're interested in something besides school, just show us like what you get and you're gonna make a living out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also we have so many talent in South Africa. I mean, there's so much talent here. We have local designers and we need that type of production in our country especially so we can actually buy in our own country instead of buying from other countries as well. So I think that we as the youth should actually also try to come up with something like that other than waiting for things to come to us as well. And specifically, what would you like to say about that?
Okay, basically, I feel like we as the youth first need to change our attitude. We need to have positive curiosity about things that are happening around our lives. We cannot be dependent on people. Like, for example, the company that I'm currently promoting, it's owned by a young woman who's currently in her early 20s. I will not tell her age, but she's making a way of herself. She's ambitious, having that positive attitude about life. Yeah.
So actually this would also increase the production in South Africa both economically as well and would actually give us a good name because we are so called the lost generation because of the lack of ambition that we have, the drugs, the teenage pregnancies, just everything is just so messed up. So if we as the youth of today could actually do this stuff and try to empower and inspire others out there to make a living and achieve greater things in their lives, we could actually change this stereotype in this country. Now moving along, Nzalama, earlier on the show you told us that you own a media company, Revamp Media. Now tell us about your aspirations as an accounting student, final year, right, at UCT? Yes, final year.
Okay, I'll talk about my short-term and long-term goals. I'm looking forward to graduating, hoping to graduate this year. Yeah, pressure. But another thing, I'm looking forward to have my website up, like coming up, like maybe in a few months. And in 3 years' time, I'm looking at my company to be established in all the divisions that I'm looking at. Because I told you I'm focusing on video production. I'm focusing on professional photography. That's the thing that I'm doing now because it's easier to do with schoolwork and stuff. And another thing, your events management. I want to get people I want to organize events that are going to help people to show off their talents and like tell us what they got, and yeah, definitely.
Ambition, and school at the same time. Education is very important, guys. And you, Miss Brand Ambassador, your aspirations and schoolwork as well?
Well, yeah, as he said, it's graduation. Like they say, education is the key. And mostly on the entrepreneurship side, I would like to aspire other young people to join in the modeling agency things, like to be active on the modeling, like
like you are doing, ambassador.
Because I come from a small location in Tata, which is called New Pain, and most people there are not used to the mentality. They have that thing, if you do modeling, you should be from Joburg, you should be from Cape Town. They don't know that they have that opportunity to be modelers at their age. And mostly, as a kid who grew up in a Christian foundation, I would like that the youth could be more God-fearing. Like they say, the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So if you fear God, you don't know what greater things that are coming up on your way in life.
Yes, and this elevator must keep on going up. We must graduate and we must, develop and build other bigger empires as well. So tell us more about your business and how it started. So
okay,
if someone is out there wanting to start off a smallanyana Revamp Media.
Okay, I'll start with the name as well. Like, okay, my surname, my other clan name is Ribombo. So like, it depends. You can pronounce Revamp Media or Ribombo. Depends on where you come from. So I've started. Okay, my father was a photographer, so I think that's where I got it from.
Family
and stuff.
thing.
And like, because I do a lot of stuff as well. I'm also a singer. I sing at church at Grace Bible Church in Cape Town, and I find this thing because I grew up in a Christian family as well. So I got this passion from home, like from a young young age when my father was taking pictures. Or I used to like that as well because I have a lot of my pictures were captured when I was very young and stuff. But then I also to start off a company. One of my friends, Lulama Ngoben, she said she sold me one of her cameras like last year. Then decided to budget for my bigger camera a bit. So yeah, so I started from there, and now I'm getting new people to work with me as well because we're still in the foundation phase, getting all the customer base and like getting everyone to know about us and on social media as well. So yeah.
Interesting. And where can we find you on social media?
Okay, I'm on Facebook. My Facebook page is River Media, or you can add me as a friend. Nzala Mahobzani on Facebook, and Instagram Nzala Mahobzani @Nzala Mahobzani. Yeah.
So guys, if you want professional pictures and videos to be taken of you, you know who to call. Nzalama River Media. And he started off small. He started off by buying a camera from a student. These are things that we can actually do, guys. You meet a friend, for instance, as girls, some of us are very talented in doing makeup, hair. So if you can just do that and post it on our social platforms, I'm telling you, in 3 or 5 days or 2 weeks' time, the fan base, it will be everywhere. And the next thing you know, you have created an empire for yourself and you're making money at the same time. And Spesihle?
I'll talk about the fragrance that I'm currently promoting now.
Yes.
I'm under Eva Perfumes, a new oil fragrance company that has been established in 2015. The company that I'm currently working on, we are selling perfumes of great quality. I can assure you of that. We have different scents that we are selling, and we have those that are already famous that you are promoting, and we also have our very own special scents, like for example, the one that you are currently pushing now, which is called Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can also follow us on Facebook. We have our page, Eva Perfumes, and like our page.
Fantastic, guys. Very inspiring stories from very young people. And you can see they just started off from an idea, put it down, plan, and put it on social media. So we can actually achieve greater things by planning. And also there's a quote that I like, that one of the very famous celebrities, I think Bonang Mateba, she said that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So I think it's important as well, while you're doing these activities, these extramural activities in entrepreneurship ways, you should plan for those things, and you should also maintain the balance between your education and those things that you're doing on the side. Because I think you can do both. If you like what you're studying and you enjoy what you're doing, maybe as a photographer and a brand ambassador, there is no way that one of them is going to fail. That means you plan your time, you plan the energy that you give in both products and your education as well. So we would like to inspire other youth out there to today, if you're listening and watching today, do something. We're all talented. We were all given a talent. Do something. Write it down on a piece of paper. Call a few friends. Put it down on Facebook. Use the advantage of social media and make something out of it. Do not wait for government to hand you out. Yes, the government should also meet us halfway and go to these remote areas that do not have the advantages that we have today. So we would like you to use this show and also social media as like an inspirational ground for you to achieve greater things in life as well. And guys, your message to like young aspiring photographers and young entrepreneurs out there, and also people that are studying at the same time.
Okay, I'd like to say the Bible says in Mark chapter 9 verse 23 that all things are possible to him that believes. So the question is, do you believe in your dreams? Do you believe that you want to achieve something? So if you believe it, just go for it. Another thing, like one of the people I was reading about, like they were saying that passion is always the path that will take you where you're meant to be. So like another thing, do you have a passion for what you're willing to do in life? So if you have a passion for it, if you put your mind and your heart to it, then it's possible.
Then it's possible. And just before I'd like to add on our topic today. You know, this is important because he's a student, we're all students, and we're doing something. So this experience is very important for all of us all, because you get situations where you're in an interview and they ask you, what initiative are you involved in? What have you done? What experience do you have? And you have nothing to say. So things like this are always important as well for you as a student, a university student. So if you would just sit in the interview and say, hey, I own a media company, then it's better than someone who's sitting next to you, like with just a diploma or a degree, no experience, whatnot. So it is also important that you get involved in these things, and it will actually play a good role in your career as well. And Spesihle, would like to hear from you.
Okay, from my side, I would like to say that we as the youth, we should be vibrant, we should be go-getters, we should be out there. And mostly we should not be moaning about the problems that you are facing, but we should be seeking solutions to what you are facing. And, well, in the Bible says that faith is the substance of all things hoped for. So if you see yourself as a businesswoman, you have everything that you can do, like, there's nothing that can stand in your way if you believe that you can be what you want to be. It all
Yes,
depends
and
on
God
you.
has planned your path for you. No one can actually take it away from you, and we have the advantages today. Now, if you're watching at home and you'd like to find out more about our guest today, Spesihle Mqulwana on Facebook. She's also the brand ambassador for Eva Perfumes. You can like the page on Facebook and follow on Twitter. Also have Nzalama Hobiani, which you can find on Facebook and on Instagram as well. Now guys, there's a very inspiring youth out there. If you're sitting at home and you're watching, you can actually start your own business on the side, or whatever you're talented in, use it, capitalize on yourself, and it will make a great deal in both your career and as an individual in South Africa as well. We are facing 50% of unemployment in South Africa, especially in our youth. We graduate, but there are no jobs. Who do we blame? Do we blame ourselves? Do we blame the government? I think it lies with ourselves. The government can do so much, and we should actually take advantage of those things that are given to us, and at the same time we should help ourselves to actually get off our our couches, lazy couches, and do something. Start a business. If it's business, start a group. If it's singing, go to those casting agencies, go to those media platforms, go to radio stations. If you're doing DJing or presenting, go to those, use them to your advantage, and by doing that you can actually capitalize on yourself and make a brand out of yourself. We need more of that in South Africa, our own name brands, so that we do not waste money on exported goods. We actually buy locally, we support locally. That is good for us economically as well, and for our youth. And back to the topic that we were talking about today, lack of ambition and lack of talent. We're so glued into our cell phones than into substance. I'm sure today you've learned something, and you're actually going to change the stereotype that we are the lost generation. Today we're putting our foot down and we are saying we're not the lost generation. And this is Open Studio. I hope you enjoyed everything that was said today, and join us again on another episode. And if you would like to be a presenter on Open Studio, remember you can email at openstudio@capetowntv.co.za. Thank you so much for watching.